shelter is definitely a survival priority, but what kid doesn't love to build a cubby or a tree fort? In this episode, we're going to show you some cool ways to build a super solid shelter.
Yeah, cultures throughout the world built the places that they live in from their natural surroundings. And to them, it wasn't just a shelter, it was a house or a home.
We're going to show you an A-frame that you can build in your backyard, but also how to improvise in the bush.
We're going to be thatching our backyard A-frame shelter with fan palm leaves. They're great for waterproofing and for your walls and roof of your little house. First step will be to tie them on to bamboo rafters. When we tie this leaf onto our rafter, we're going to use a few of the knots that we learnt in our interactive challenge. We're going to start off with the middle of our rope and by tying a clove hitch onto our rafter. Remember, the clove hitch makes a cross, creates a bridge, and then we go under that bridge and we are left with two strands coming out separate directions. From here, we'll take both of the ends of our clove hitch and go around the leaf and the rafter from two different directions. So they swap places each time. As we do it, pull them very tight. And as you can see, the rope is going into the notch we've already cut in the leaf. Now that we've pulled it tight, we're going to tie the ends together with the reef knot that we learnt. That starts off by going right over left, and then left over right. Now, that's very secure.
It's good to make up all the rafters that you'll need before you start to begin building. The next step is to find 3 long forked sticks to be the base of the A-frame. You can create a strong base by interlocking these 3 forked sticks like this.
Even though they're not tied together, these forked sticks are really strong. You watch, it can hold me up. Just remember, when thatching, always start with the bottom layer first and work your way up, just like tiles on a roof. That way, when the water comes down, it'll hit the top layer, roll off, fall down onto the next layer, and then down and outside of your house.
If you are using sharp tools in the outdoors, make sure you have adult supervision present.
So when making these in the bush, always remember, only use natural materials. Or if you're going to take some man-made stuff in, make sure you take it back with you.
There are no set rules for building a shelter, so you can get as creative as you want to. Improvise with whatever you have at hand. The first thing to look at when you're building your shelter or house is where are you going to put it. You want to have some nice flat ground, and you definitely don't want to be sharing the land with any other animals or insects.
So remember, there might be a bit of a difference between the materials that you're going to use and the ones we've used here. Here we've got a lot of grass trees around and we've used the leaves for our thatching. Where you are, it might be grass or palm trees or some other material.
If you can see light coming through the roof, then that's the places it's not going to be waterproof, and I recommend you add some more materials there.
If you're going to be hanging out underneath this, make sure it's sturdy and safe. Give it a good shake and make sure it's not going anywhere.
Make sure there's enough room for you and your friends. A fun thing to do once you've finished building your shelter is to test how waterproof it is. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Dry as a bone.
I'd say that passed the test.
Send us through all the photos and videos of all the cool shelters and houses that you've built.
We look forward to seeing them, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube at Being Human and on Insta and Facebook at Being Human Web Series.